Hi, and welcome to the Myers Way, telling you what you need to know rather than perhaps what you want to hear. My name's Steve Myers, and I appreciate that the title of this one, called Ham and Eggs, may seem a little strange. You're saying, Steve, you're a corporate securities licensing guy, you're not a chef. But let me give you a backstory, because it's one that happens a lot. So, someone makes an appointment to my office, Bob comes in, everyone's Bob, and Bob says, Steve, I got to talk to you. I have the most amazing thing. This may look like a cell phone, but you know what? This is the most amazing invention in the world. Why, you know, you can attach this to the side of a rocket ship and it will power to the farthest reaches of the galaxy. And even more important for someone like you, Steve, you can just take it and dip it in some water and it will transform the water into a luxuriant face cream that will actually get rid of your wrinkles. So he's got my attention. I put on my investor hat and I say, this is great. I might want to invest in this. Let's get going. Let's get you set up. And he says, well, whoa, wait a minute, Steve. You know, I don't want to put this into the corporation. I mean, what if it gets run into the ground and the company goes out of business and it goes into bankruptcy and someone buys this at a trustee sale? That's not okay with me. So I pause again and say, so Bob, let me get this straight. Your concern is if the company gets run into the ground, right? You'll lose it, right? Well, let me get this clear, Bob. So it's you, your wife, and your brother are going to be running the company, right? Yeah. We're going to take control of it. Well, so Bob, if it gets run into the ground, you've done it. And there's this sort of pause on his behalf. And I say, so Bob, this is not going to work. And here's where we get into the title for today, Ham and Eggs. Bob, it's just like breakfast time when you have ham and eggs for breakfast. You know, the chicken is sort of mildly concerned about the outcome of whether you enjoy your breakfast. But you know what? The pig is fully committed. And Bob, you need to be fully committed. This is one of the few times I'm going to say it, Bob, but you've got to be just like the pig in the ham and eggs breakfast. And it does slowly dawn on him, because I tell him, Bob, I'm not going to put any money in it. I'm not going to bring any of my friends in to invest in your company, because there's nothing there. You're not really committed. And he gets it. And that's the way it always should be. So when you're thinking about, you know, I'm going to take my football and go home if the company gets run into the ground, remember, it's your company and you're probably running it. So think about it. When you're setting up your company, you're all in. If you're taking money from investors, you got to be all in. And you'll never hear me say it in any other context, but in this case, you got to be the pig who really wants the breakfast to be fabulous. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. I will say just a short war story. I've obviously been doing this for a while, and I have had one instance where it did work, where I was able to bifurcate it, because I have to say, frankly, I couldn't believe the opposite polar uses for this technology. I can't even think about it. Let's pretend one was that rocket ship and one was, hold it up to your head for 5 minutes a day for a week and you'll have full luxuriant hair. Another invention that gets my attention. And so I did the license, and it was absolute assignment of the patent rights. It was totally no royalties, perpetual, royalty-free, non-cancelable, no minimums, no nothing, solely with regard to the spaceship uses. But he retained, and he didn't have to mention what those other ones were. It was only for that use, so he could retain the rights to either the face cream or the luxuriant hair.